Asterigos, Curse of the Stars is a new action RPG indie game that's heavily inspired by Dark Souls and Greek mythology. Let's break this game up into 3 categories: story, setting/graphics, and gameplay. The story is interesting enough, nothing to write home about. Although the game does have cutscenes, there's definitely more story to sink your teeth into through the dialogue and environmental storytelling, i.e. interactable objects, notes, and random encounters. There are side missions scattered throughout the world, but for the most part I found myself being more interested in progressing through the main game. There is a lot of dialogue. There's definitely parts in the game where I was hoping the characters would just get to the point. Whether you like that or not, I guess, is personal preference, but everything is skippable, so that's a nice option to have. The aesthetics and graphics are simple, but beautiful. The devs do nothing to be over the top, but instead introduce enough variety to keep you engaged and excited in anticipation of what the next area will look like. The color palette of the game is bright, the art style is cartoonish and doesn't do anything to push any boundaries, but where the aesthetics really shine is in the animations of each weapon art. Now moving on to the gameplay. The combat is very deliberate. By that I mean each press of a button, whether it's a hit or a dodge, needs to be purposeful. I go more in depth about the specifics of the combat later on in the video if you want to keep watching. This is not a hack and slash, rather a lock on, learn the patterns of each enemy, block, parry, and dodge accordingly. Each area has a new set of enemies, so that's pretty cool, but the enemies in between the boss fights, like the mobs, they get a little bit old after a while. The boss fights are where this game gets really fun. Each boss has a hefty amount of attacks in their moveset, and although there's no quote-unquote phase 2, all the bosses do seem to add to their attack sets when they're down to about half health. It is diet Dark Souls. As good as the animations are, and as fluent as I can say this game feels while playing it, it does have its flaws. The camera goes wonky sometimes. It struggles to find its place when up against a wall, which is not really unheard of in many third-person games. I also ran into some clunkiness in the combat here and there, but it was so few and far between the gameplay that nothing really stands out in particular. I would honestly say that this is a great entry-level game for the Soulsborne category. There are many nods to the Souls games as far as encounters and gameplay goes, but with the introduction of choice and difficulty, this game tends to be much more forgiving and less punishing. This isn't to say that you won't find a challenge here. As someone who loves the Soulsborne genre and is a veteran of those series, I can say that this game, hands down, is just a fun addition that does this genre justice. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay from the first 2 to 3 hours of the game, where I showcase a small bit of story and the first 2 boss encounters, talking about the mechanics of the game a bit more in depth. Playing it on adventure mode, of course. I don't want to rip my hair out today. Just taking a nap in the woods. Nothing sus about that. Alright, let's pick up our stuff.
Damn, some of my weapons are missing.
Oh,
While I was knocked out.
is that so aggressive? Damn. Like, what? Upon first entering this game, the color palette is beautiful. It's very breathtaking. It's very beautiful for sure. It reminds me a lot of Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, if you guys have ever played that. Die in a fire today. Goodbye. Alright, we got a little band of rat misfits. And we gotta beat up here. Okay, so weapons. That's what I feel like I like most about this game. The implementation of the weapons and the different varieties of attacks that you can get within each weapon that you choose to use is really, really cool, and it adds a lot of variety to the game. Now, what's cool is that you don't necessarily need to stick to one weapon. You can combo 2 different weapons at once. I've tried out every single weapon, and I've found that my favorite combination of the 2 are daggers, which are gonna be the fast as hell, going in and slapping someone in the face and then getting out. And then we have our staff. It's a really, really good combination to have something where you can come in and stab somebody in the face and then leave and then slap them in the face with a magic bullet. For those of you that like a heavier style combat, you can use sword and shield, which is going to promote you using the block for the shield, or the hammer, which is going to be really heavy attacks, but it's going to be slower. The spear is going to reward parry attacks, so you're going to spear, parry, and it's more of a jabbing and longer ranged melee. And then your bracelets, which I didn't personally love. I could see how they could be cool in certain combat situations, but those are going to be a little bit closer range / mid-range because you have a little bit of magic infused within the bracelets. It's really, really cool stuff. Let's move right along here. Lots of lore too, lots of dialogue, lots of things to look at within the environment of the world. The ability points, nothing too crazy. It's very simple. You get attack points, you get HP points, and I believe this is magic as well. I'm gonna be a stingy bitch and not put anything into HP, just go straight up attack and magic. We'll see how that works out for me. Talent points, on the other hand, give you different passive abilities, different perks, and I haven't really figured out how the talent tree works yet. I know that it expands eventually later on in the story. It is time to open up a shortcut here. If you guys have played any Soulsborne game, you are very familiar with the shortcuts. Pretty much a linear style game that gives you a little bit of exploration, and the shortcuts just bring you back to the beginning of the game, the beginning of the area, I should say, not the game. Oh, here we go. Godzilla head ass. Gee, that's a cool entrance. I like that. The animations are really, really cool. The trick to this boy is to not get in front of his big meaty claws. His big meaty jaws. 3 and 4. There we go. And not to be caught underneath that. That'd be a bad thing too. Let me go ahead and use this. Should stun it for a while. Give me an open invitation to Pound Town. As long as we're not invited to his Pound Town, I think we'll be fine. Like that. Oh my gosh, that made me pucker. Come on, big boy. Stop yelling over there. Get over here. Oh, shit, that does a lot of damage, doesn't it? Drink, drink, drink! Oh, man. A little bit of a panic there. Ah, I can't get away. I need to time it better for the iframes. There you go. One more hit and I'm dead, though. Duck, I'm very close. Oh, he's pissed. 3 and 4. There we go. Oh, come on. I did that. No way it hit me. Don't mind my old man noises whenever I have to pucker a little bit. It's almost dead, almost dead. I'm gonna get greedy. I took the hit, but I got greedy. I like it. Picasso. Climbity climb, climbity climb. Just stunning. I love that.
Such a grand city wall. This must be Aphis.
I just absolutely love it when games have intros like that. With the massive setting.
Somewhere around here.
And then you have the, you know, the title screen. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Stop right there.
Strong man.
Wait, are you from Aphis?
Love the character names. Very well thought out.
You're coming with me.
Oh, what the? What a start to a fight here. Oh. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Hey, ma'am.
Hello.
Spare some stardust?
Don't have any, sorry.
Hey, wait! You're an outsider! No!
Okay.
Ow! You useless.
Did you just...
Good you are is as food. Huh?
There's the first big boy we're gonna face. This Chungus Among Us. Hello. Not today. Oh, that's a bit big for you, isn't it? Oh! Did you trip, buddy? You okay? Take a nap. Take a nap. Oh! Big boy with shield. Big boy with shield. Reminds me a lot of Borderlands enemies. Not quite the correct art style, but their, you know, weapons and armor and like crude style of being. Nope.
God damn it.
Now die.
What the fuck did I do to you? Oh! Big roll. Yeah? Let's go. Ow, don't bitch slap me like that. Ah! Relax! Relax! I was doing so good. And then he started rampaging through here like a freaking rhinoceros. Why don't you go ahead and die? I like his attacks, but I like my attacks more.
It's been a while.
What is that? Thanos head ass. I like the music. I'm scared for my life, but that was sick. Woo! Woo! Oh, he's got little love handles. I love it. Finally, a character I can relate with. Ow! I was just relating with you! Man, I'm beating the shit out of this guy. It's almost sad. I spoke too soon. I take nap here. I take nap now. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm almost out of stamina. Oh, I went too early on that one, but I was able to save it. Just rolled between his legs. No, I'm gonna be greedy. I got him! I'm gonna take a nap too. I take nap now. Did I die? Did I die? What the actual fuck just happened? He's dead? How did I die? How did I die? That is so frustrating.